A scary situation for a deputy in western KELOLAND. We'll tell you what led up to his patrol car getting hit.
It's a special day for veterans in KELOLAND. We'll tell you about a project that's officially starting today.
Spreading awareness about mental health. We'll hear from one mother who wants to end the stigma around suicide.
Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
We'll have your top news stories in just a bit, including why the Sioux Falls Marathon was extra special for one runner.
But first, let's get a quick check on your forecast with meteorologist Scott Munn. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, you two. Good morning, KELOLAND. It is looking wet as we go through much of this week, but we do have some dry skies in the forecast for this coming weekend. In the meantime, showers and storms looking likely today. As I mentioned, heavy rain possible. We could have a couple of isolated areas with over 4 inches of rainfall for the week. Rain chances will continue probably through at least Thursday, and then it looks like we'll have that dry and warm weekend. A lot of us should see temperatures return to the 80s. More details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast with Brian Karstens in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Scott. New this morning, a deputy in western KELOLAND had a near miss when someone crashed into his patrol car.
Take a look at this. Authorities in Fall River County say officials got involved in a car chase near Ulrichs yesterday afternoon, and they tried to use spike strips to stop the suspect's car. According to a Facebook post, the suspect lost control and ended up heading straight toward the deputy's patrol car. The deputy was able to jump out of the way just before the suspect crashed into the back of the patrol car. Then the suspect's vehicle caught fire. Deputies and a state trooper were able to rescue him from the burning vehicle. He only has minor injuries. No one else was hurt. Well, it is going to be a special day in southeastern KELOLAND.
Later this morning, there will be a groundbreaking for the new State Veteran Cemetery near Sioux Falls. The nearest national cemetery available to South Dakota veterans is in Sturgis or Fort Snelling, Minnesota. Now, a plot of land northeast of where Interstates 90 and 229 meet will soon be the final resting place for many veterans in KELOLAND. A groundbreaking ceremony will take place at 9 o'clock this morning. It's National Suicide Prevention Week, a time where the Helpline Center is looking to bring awareness to the topic and reach out to those who need help.
According to the Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, every day in the U.S., roughly 123 Americans die by suicide. Celia is the mother of 4 children, but 2 years ago, she lost one of them to suicide. Her daughter, Molly, died on April of 2017. It was a defining moment in Celia's life that changed it forever.
You can either sink with that event, or you can pull yourself up and try to be an advocate for all those families and people that are suffering.
And she currently attends many of the prevention activities, walks, and is an advocate for helping people and families talk about the issue. To learn more about how you can help end the stigma on talks about suicide, we have a link under this story here on KELOLAND.com. Well, hundreds of runners took off from the Sioux Falls Marathon and half marathon yesterday.
Completing a marathon or a half marathon is a big accomplishment, but for one person, yesterday's race was even more special. KELOLAND News brought you Pat Schwabach's story last week. He finished his 20th half marathon in Sioux Falls yesterday. Schwabach started running 20 years ago when he found out he had cancer. He's currently in remission and finished this year's race in just under 2 hours.
It's overwhelming. I'm just blessed beyond belief. I appreciate every day, and to get out here and run just makes it even better.
A group of supporters came out to cheer Schwabach on during the half marathon. We talked with them to find out how special it was to see him make such an achievement. To hear what they had to say, check out this story right here on KELOLAND.com. Brian?
All right, weather today. Looking at some storm development possible. In fact, severe weather is possible in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. That is the reasoning here with our slight risk area in the yellow, marginal in the green. So we'll continue to keep you posted on developments on the weather forecast today. You could see a band of thunderstorms moving eastward this morning across eastern South Dakota. Fetch of warm air from the south is instigating a lot of this activity. And as the mercury climbs into the mid-70s in Sioux Falls and we build that humidity value up a little bit, again, more storms are likely in the forecast in the northeast here and across western Minnesota. Tonight we take a break from most of the rain, and then tomorrow a pleasant day to start, maybe some fog in the morning across the James Valley. And then late day storms will redevelop in the west, and that will set the tone for, again, some stormier weather as we head into midweek. And certainly the rain possibilities are growing. It looks like the accumulation of several rounds of showers and thunderstorms this week through Friday will likely yield over 2 inches of rain in many locations. So wet and stormy. That's how we sum it up here. We've got our best odds coming back to the forecast by Wednesday night, Thursday, Sioux Falls area, and I think also Aberdeen will look for a wet period there too. Now, we do expect cooler weather for Aberdeen on average this week. You're not quite as much into the warm sector here. And windy too at the end of the work week. We're looking at winds picking up on Friday. Weekend looks nice though out in Pierce, so after the stormy weather for midweek, things will get on track. And Rapid City too, looks like some areas of rain, especially tomorrow night into Wednesday, is a pretty high chance. Guys?
Well, thanks for joining us for KELOLAND on the Go. Be sure to join us on air for midday in KELOLAND.
Until then, you can get up to the minute developments right here on KELOLAND.com. Now go have a great day.